When I was a younger kid, I adored Pokemon Blue. I had to at least spend at least 100 hours on that thing. It was my all-time favourite game. I decided that I wanted to relieve my past, so I bought Pokemon Leaf Green off of Amazon. This is cliche, you're probably thinking. That is where you're wrong. It was a completely official game, at least to my knowledge. Being a lover of creepypastas, I made sure that there was at least a Nintendo sticker. There was, so I thought it was in the clear. There was, so I thought I was in the clear. I wasn't. I would never play any Pokemon game again. I eagerly took out my Game Boy Advance and popped in Pokemon Leaf Green. Everything worked fine. I was enjoying remembering my childhood. I was also glad that I could be Leaf because even though I'm a guy, I do like mixing things up. I used the exact team as the one I used in my old copy of Blue. A couple months later, I had finished the CV Islands side quest, which I still enjoyed even with no nostalgia. I was also wondering what I could possibly do. I saw a thread on IGN called Unlocked Beta Scene for Fire Red and Leaf Green. Even though I probably either already heard about it, or it was fake, I was just interested. It was always interested in beta material. This cheat was ridiculous. It involved beating the Elite Four an insane amount of times. It also said Red and Leaf had completely different endings. I won't state the process because I know some of you will try to cheat and I can't let you do that. I didn't have enough money to buy any other game. So I decided to write this down in case I ever got really bored. Later that night, while surfing the web, I remember about this cheat and looked up the thread. When I searched it, I couldn't find anything. I decided to use my computer history to find it. When I opened it up, it said Nintendo has removed this cheat. Now, I was starting to question if this cheat might actually be something and not a time waster. If it was a time waster, then why would Nintendo remove it? I spent a year beating this cheat. Finally I had a strong enough team to defeat the Elite Four enough times. When I beat Blue the final time, I remember the exact words he said because I was so excited. He said, "You had beaten us X times. I'll go to Bill's to get the tickets so I can train on the SS Anne," and his sprite disappeared. I decided to fly to Bill's at the time to see what was up. Inside I saw a Psyduck, and I snickered. Instead of being a Clefairy, he was a Psyduck. I thought this was humorous and wondered why Nintendo would not want people to find out about this. "Hey, can you push that button on this PC to change back?" A yes and a no choice appeared. I decided on pressing yes. Maybe he was giving me tickets for the SS Anne. Maybe the SS Anne would take me somewhere like Johto or Hoenn. "Thanks," he said, and walked right into the portal. The Game Boy started to make funny noises like a robot, and he walked out of the left. Here he is. In an automated cutscene, my character walked over to the right portal. "There is nothing in there," Bill said as he took a step towards me. Curious, I pressed A. I really wished I didn't. You know how in almost every area there was an image that filled the whole screen? Well, one of those appeared. It showed an image of the portal with the door open. Inside were the bodies of a Pikachu, a Ralts, and a Vulpix. Along there was a side with the bodies of a Clefairy and a Psyduck. Now by bodies I don't mean living creatures. These things were dead. There was no blood, and there wasn't any cuts or marks, but you could tell that they were dead. They seemed to have a colour drained out of them. Their pupils seemed small and diluted. I threw up everywhere. It wasn't this worse, I had seen much worse. It was that this game was rated E. It was that little kids play this game. It was because Nintendo lied to me. Why did they put this in the game? There was no need. I put my GBA down and went to the kitchen to get some towels to wipe my screen. When I could see again, I was back in the overworld. Bill was right behind my character. "Now that you know my secret, I have to take you to the secret garden." I just rushed through my body, and I wanted to quit this game, but a secret garden intrigued me too much. I pressed A. When the screen revealed the secret garden, I was shocked. Again, this was an image that filled the whole screen. This screen was much more graphic. Words could not describe the horror. On a tree, at the very right, was a Pokemaniac hanging from a noose. On his front, written in blood, was Nosy. By now I had definitely messed myself up. Underneath the Pokemaniac was even a more disturbing image. A hiker lied on the floor with his body cut in half. You could see blood everywhere. I looked closely. These next two should have definitely made the game rated A. One was of Last, who had 5 bullets holed through her head. This wasn't the bad part. The bad part was that she wasn't wearing any clothes. I looked to the left and there was female Team Rocket Grunt. She wasn't wearing any clothes at all. It was very disturbing. It seemed as if she had strangle marks on the neck. The screen came back up to the overworld. It showed Bill's sprite without any clothes. He then lay down on top of the leaf, then the credits rolled. At first I didn't understand, but now I do. If I was red, then he would have given me the tickets to board the SS Anne. I would land in Johto to Mount Silver. I would then battle Gold. The reason Leaf isn't on top of Mount Silver is that she was killed by Bill after she discovered he killed Pokemon. I will never play a game involving Bill again.